Hello, my fellow broke aristocrats. I hope you can hear me. I'm doing my best so that you can hear me. I still haven't taken care of getting an adapter. For those of you who've been watching the saga of Dr. Whimsy and her phone problems, my phone died and I had to go and buy one during a no spend January. The problem is that the old microphone doesn't fit in the new iPhone. So we're stuck using this, and now I've got people saying, I can't hear you. So it's up to my fellow broke aristocrats. If you want me to go pick up an adapter doing a no spend, I absolutely will do it. I think it runs 16, 17 bucks. I got to run into Best Buys and pick up an adapter. Then hopefully the microphone should be working just fine. It's up to you guys. Or do you want to put up with bad sound until the end of the month? I think it's, you could argue it's a necessity, right? Because you guys are having trouble hearing me. So I decided to shoot this video here in the park. I'm having my lunch and to have a little bit of a conversation about being at the halfway point of a no spend. And did you plan on activities for no spend that didn't cost any money that would keep you and your family interested during a no spend? Here's the thing I find happens to me. The purpose of going out and doing these fun activities is because they're fun and they blow off steam and they help alleviate suffering. This is what the function of entertainment is. We go to a movie, we go and we entertain ourselves. From an anthropological or sociological perspective, the function of entertainment is to entertain us and to alleviate our suffering. So what happens when you do a no spend is that you might not have those outlets anymore. And so you have to come up with new and creative ways to entertain yourself that don't cost any money. If you just get rid of the entertainment and say, well, it's a no spend, but you don't replace it with something that's interesting, you become depressed because your entertainment is gone. So the secret is to come up with things that are wildly entertaining that don't cost you any money, and then you don't have to feel depressed and sad during a no spend. I've been looking for free activities in the Los Angeles area during the month of January. I've been going on the Meetup site, Googling events Los Angeles, and quite frankly, I haven't found anything that even remotely interests me. Classes that I found all cost money, and I'm just not going to do that during a no spend. But I did find out that the Los Angeles County Museum of Art is open on Wednesdays for free to people who are residents of Los Angeles. So I may take advantage of that free activity. I think what I would suggest for people who are really struggling and they are feeling that depression start to hit, which happens midterm, is to find out if you had planned any no spend activities for you and your family, because I think if you do that, it's going to be a lot easier for you. There are only so many visits to the library you can do before you and your kids become depressed and bored. There's only so many Netflix films or Hulu if you've got subscriptions to either of those. So it's really about shaking it up and finding things that are interesting. The other thing I would warn is that something may advertise itself as free, but it never really is free. This is something that happens a lot when people are doing a no spend and they have children. They'll find out that there's a parade or a free activity over the weekend, and then they take their children, and then they find out that there's all kinds of things being sold, whether it's ice cream or snow cones or cotton candy or something like that. Inevitably, the children want it, and then you get weak, and then you end up buying those things during a no spend. So just be aware, first off, that you do need activities or you're going to get depressed, because the purpose of those activities is to entertain you and help you not be depressed. So if you take them away, depression's going to hit. So what do? Just find something that's fun, that's free, but also understand that there are pitfalls, like going to those free weekend events, and then inevitably they end up selling something. So I'm just doing a check-in. It's halfway through the month. I'm thinking about breaking down and buying that microphone. Like I said, it costs around 16, 17 bucks. It's up to you guys if you want me to go out and purchase an adapter so that you can hear me a little bit better. I'm fine either way. And the last thing I wanted to talk about, and I think I kind of I beat the horse a little bit here, is to just make sure that you're having fun and that you understand the importance of having fun, even if it means not spending any money. And be careful about those free activities that you were planning, that you take into consideration that they might not be entirely free. There may be some temptation with some of those activities, and being pre-prepared and being pre-warned is probably your best bet when you go out and do those kinds of activities. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you're doing okay during your no spend. I'm still struggling a little bit with mine. I have not broken the bank on my coffee. I gave myself a handicap. This is something that we talked about in the past. If you feel like you can't do a completely pure no spend, go ahead and give yourself a handicap. For me, it was allowing myself to have a couple cups of coffee a week. I've spent $7.50 on coffee this month, so I basically didn't use it. It was nice that I had it available. I gave myself $30, but ended up, I'm not even at the halfway point yet. So, one of the reasons is because my favorite coffee shop is closed for repairs during the month of January. So it was the perfect month for them to do that, was during a no spend. Okay, that's all I have for you. Make sure and share, like, subscribe, and tell me what you're doing to take care of yourself without breaking the bank. And also let me know what activities you had planned that would be no spend during a no spend January, and if they were successful or if you ended up breaking down and spending money. I know it's really difficult when you have kids, so I'd be curious to hear. Thanks for watching, everyone.